Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. If you want to stay up to date on all the mobile technology coming out and learn cool tips, tricks, and hidden features, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and tap the bell to turn on post notifications so you can be alerted every time we post new videos. This is a complete user guide for the Samsung Galaxy A12. It's a full compilation video of everything you would need to know to learn how to use this phone and use it well. The video is broken down into sections. So the video will start with a full beginner guide that is for someone who is basically new to using an Android smartphone. So you'll have that beginner section. And then after that, you'll have a tips and tricks and hidden features section where you can learn more tips and hidden things about the phone that will just maximize your use. From there, we're then gonna go over how to mirror it to your TV and some other smaller tips like how to take a screenshot, how to soft reset the phone in the event that it is not responding or the screen is not working properly. And then we'll end it with how to factory reset the phone. So the video will be broken down into chapters, so you can fast forward to different sections, or if you go to the description section, you will see the timestamps for each section of the video. So maybe you don't need the beginner stuff and you want to jump to the tips and tricks, feel free to just fast forward to that section of the video. And there you can see all the different tips and tricks. You can just jump right to that section. So we tried to include all the important things on how to use this phone, and hopefully within the next hour, you will master the Samsung Galaxy A12. So without further ado, let's jump right in. First and foremost, we're just gonna go over the buttons of the phone. So on the right side of the phone, you will find a volume up, volume down, and a power button. Now the power button also serves as the fingerprint sensor. It's kind of hard to see in my video here, but the power button is right below the volume. So volume up, volume down, and this is the power button here. And so once we set up this fingerprint sensor, when you take your finger and you touch the power button, it will automatically unlock the phone. So again, stay tuned, we'll show you how to do that at the end of the video. At the bottom of the phone, you will find a headphone jack. You'll find the charging port, which is a Type-C charging port. So if you'd like to purchase an additional charger for it, it is a Type-C connection for the power. On the left side of the phone, you will find the SIM card tray, as well as the place where you'll put in your memory card. So in the box of your phone, you'll have a tool that looks like this. You're gonna put it in the little hole on the left side of the phone and push. It will pop out your SIM tray. And in here, you can put in a memory card to expand your storage, as well as the SIM card for the phone should already be in here, which gives you your service. So that is the quick tour of the phone. And now we're going to unlock the phone. So just tap the power button just like that. That will wake up the phone, and then just take your finger and you're just going to drag it across the screen. You do have to do it quickly or it will go back to sleep. Take your finger and just drag it across the screen like that. Let's hold the phone. Here we go. It's kind of hard to do it with this angle, but finger on the screen and just drag it across, and that will take you into the phone just like that. Okay, so now that we're in the phone here, we're gonna start with how to navigate the phone, and you're gonna do it using the 3 buttons at the bottom of the screen here. So we have what is called our recent apps button, our home button, and our back button. We're gonna start with the home button. Now this button is gonna be your best friend. Whenever you open up one of these little programs or applications, this is the button you tap to get back to this screen, which is considered the home screen. So for example, if I wanted to make a phone call, tap on this green button here, and in here I can dial a phone number and tap the green button to initiate a call. I can look at my recent calls by tapping here, or I can tap here to see my contacts that I've saved in the phone. Now, if I want to get back to the home screen, I tap on the little circle at the bottom of the screen, the home button, and that'll take me back to this screen right here. So that's the home button. Again, whenever you tap it, it will always take you back to this main home screen. On the left side, you'll have what's called your recent apps button. Now, all these little applications, when you tap on them, they will open up and you'll be in that particular application or program. And when you tap the home button, it takes you back to the home screen, but that application is still running in the background of the phone. So if you want to get back to one of those applications that you were using, you tap the Recent Apps button, and this will bring up a list of all of the programs you were previously using. So a few minutes ago, we went to the phone app, so you can see it's still open. I was also watching YouTube earlier, and this is the other application that we opened. So I can just tap on it now, and it will take me back to that program. So this is an easy way to just get back to any program you were previously using. Now, another cool or important tip, if we tap on this Recent Apps button here, and we notice we have all these programs running, but you say to yourself, oh, I'm not using any of these programs anymore, it's a good tip to tap the Close All button. That'll close all those programs so that they're not running in the background and they won't drain your battery faster. So that's just an important note. If you notice there's things running that you're not using, you can tap that button to close them. So home button, Recent Apps, and here we have what's called the back button. Now the way the back button works, it just takes us back one step. So for example, if I were to go here, which is the settings wheel, and let's say I went to the setting for wallpaper. So I just selected wallpaper and it took me to this screen. If I wanted to go back one screen, I can use my back button right here, and that'll take me back one step. Now let's say I were to scroll down, and then this time I said, hey, I want to go to general management. Same thing. I'm in this setting, I want to go back, I can tap this button here and it takes me back one step. Now, if I tap it again, it'll take me out of the application. So all it really does is just help you take one step back from whatever you were doing. That's it. Okay, so moving on, the next thing I want to go over is what is called the notification panel. And so if you take your finger, put it at the top of the screen, and you just swipe down like this, you will have what's called your notification panel. Now here you'll find different shortcut switches that turn on and off certain settings of your phone. As well, you'll find different notifications from the applications you have installed. So an example of this is if you sign into your Google account and you wanted to see if you have new emails, once you get a new email, it will show up in this list. Same thing if you have a text message, it will show up in this list if someone has sent you a new message. As you download more applications, you'll find a lot more things in this list because all those applications are essentially communicating with you through this notification panel. Now, when you get a notification, if you've read it and you're done with it, you can just simply swipe over, and that's how you get rid of it. Now, if I swipe back down, you'll notice that notification is gone because I swiped across and we just basically archived it. So that's how you deal with the notifications. At the top of the screen, these are some of the shortcut switches you have that control different functions on your phone. And then if you swipe down again, just take your finger and just swipe again, you'll notice you have even more options here. So just to go over a few of the options here, you have a switch for your Wi-Fi, your sound, Bluetooth, airplane mode, your flashlight. If you want to use your phone as a flashlight, you can tap this and it will give you a flashlight. The important switches here that I think you would use the most are one, the Wi-Fi switch. So for example, if you're at home and you want to connect to your home Wi-Fi network, you would need to make sure this switch is lit up in blue. So just to give you an example, if I tap on this one time, it's gonna basically turn off the Wi-Fi. If this is gray, it means that that switch is off. If I want to turn it back on, I just tap on it. Now once it's blue, now my Wi-Fi is on, it's looking for a Wi-Fi network. Now if you want to connect to your home Wi-Fi specifically, you can take your finger and hold down on this button. Just take your finger and just touch the button like this. This will take you to your Wi-Fi setting and it will show you all the available Wi-Fi networks that are around you. So let's say you went to a friend's house and you wanted to connect to their Wi-Fi. You would hold down that button, it would take you here, and then you would tap, you would find their network in this list, tap on it, and then it will ask you to enter the password for that network. So just as an example. Okay, Now let's go back here. We're gonna swipe down again. We have a few more switches here. This is a volume switch. So if I tap on it one time, it puts a slash over the speaker, and now the phone is in the vibrate mode. If I tap it again, now it is grayed out, which means that the sound is completely turned off. And if I tap it again, that will turn the sound back on. So when someone calls me, my phone will ring. Now let's swipe down. You can also swipe to the left here, and this will also show you a few more options you have. You have a shortcut for the dark mode setting, which is pretty cool. Tapping on this will change the theme of the phone from light to dark. Now all your settings menus will have a dark background. And if you want to turn it off, just simply tap there, and then it will switch back to the light setting. You'll also find another two important things at the top here. Now, just important note, so when you swipe down one time, in the upper right corner, you will see a wheel. This is a shortcut to your settings menu. So if you need to make a change to your settings, here you go. Now, I'm swiping down once. If I swipe down a second time, you have a shortcut power button right here. I can tap this button, and now I can restart the phone, or I can just power it off from that button. So this is the notification panel. You also have your Bluetooth switch here as well. If you're trying to connect to a Bluetooth speaker or headphones, you definitely need to tap it once, make sure it's lit up in blue, and then it will bring up the Bluetooth menu and show you all the available Bluetooth devices that are around you. And then you'll need to take your device, put it in Bluetooth pairing mode, and then select it on that list, and then it will allow you to connect your phone to your Bluetooth device. So that is the notification panel. Let's go home. We just tapped our home button. Now this application is very important. This is called the Play Store. Now the Play Store is your one-stop shop for games, applications, movies, music. All of it is found in that section. So we're gonna tap on the Google Play Store. Now, tapping that button is going to do different things for different people. Now, if you have not signed into your Google account or your Gmail account, you won't see this screen when you tap that button. You'll see a different screen that will say, please sign into your Google account. You will need to do that first before you get to this main screen. So sign into your Google or Gmail account. And if you don't remember, there should be a button that says forgot password that you can use to reset the password. If you don't have a Google account, there's a button at the bottom of the screen that will say create an account. You will need to tap that button and follow those instructions first to create your account. And then once that's complete, it'll take you to this screen, which is the Google Play Store. And you'll notice at the bottom of the screen, you'll find the different sections. So games, apps, movies and TV, and books. I did mention earlier that you could download music in here, and that was a mistake. You cannot download music in here, but you can download games, apps, movies, TV shows, and books. So if you want to search for a specific application, let's say you wanted to download Uber on your phone, you come to the top of the screen where it says search for apps and games, tap in the box, and you can either type Uber with your finger just like this, and then do a search for it. And hey, we found it, great. And I can tap on this green install button to install it. Now, one other way I could have done that is I could tap on the microphone right next to the search box right here, and I can just say Uber like this. Tap, Uber. So that's a really easy way to search for applications, is just use the voice detection, and you can say it and it'll search for you. Now, when you search for an application, you should see a green button that says install next to it. Now, if you ever see this green button, but it doesn't say install, instead it has a price, that's just telling you that it's not a free application. It is a paid application. So beware, because if you're not meaning to install something that is a paid application, you might end up paying. So just be aware of that. I'm going to tap on this green button to install Uber. And you'll see this little green circle is going to spin, as it first downloads the application and then it installs it on the phone. Okay, so once the app is downloaded, you will find it in the app section. To get to the app section, you'll need to swipe up, and this is where you'll find all the applications on the phone. So there's this page. You can swipe left to find more of your applications, and there is our Uber app that we just downloaded, and we can simply tap it to open it up and start using it. So once again, if you want to get to any of your other applications, you'll just swipe up and you'll have this whole section that'll show all of your applications. You'll also have a folder here that'll have all your Google applications. So tap here and you'll find your Chrome browser, which is what you use to go on the internet, your Gmail application, YouTube, Google Maps, Photos, all your other things just like that. So that's how you download an application. Now, next, I want to show you how to make a phone call and how to send a text message. Just go over some of those other basic details. So we kind of showed this earlier, but I want to show it one more time. You go to the phone application, and here you want to tap on keypad, and you're simply going to type in a phone number. And then once you type in the number, you're going to tap this green button to start the phone call. So you will just type in the zip code and then the phone number, green button, and that will start the call. Now, if someone is calling you, you will see two buttons at the bottom of your screen. You'll see a green button and a red button. And you'll simply just need to tap on the green button to answer the call and tap on the red button to decline the call. So that's if someone is calling you. Now, if you want to send a message or text message, you're going to tap on the blue button down here, which is your Messages app. Here you'll tap on the blue circle here, and this will allow you to start a new message. At the top, first you'll enter the phone number that you want to text. So I'm going to enter a number here. So there's my phone number, and then now I'm going to tap in this little white box here, and here I can type in the message, hi, and then tap this little circle to send the message. And that's how you send a text message. Okay, next I want to go over quickly how to take a picture. At the bottom of the screen you will find this little red button. This is your camera button. And opening this up will allow you to take pictures. You can use this button to turn the camera. So right now we're on the front camera, the selfie camera. If you want to switch to the back camera, tap on this little button here, and that will switch it to the rear camera. And then just tap on this little white button here to take the picture. After you take a picture, if you want to see it, you're going to tap on the circle right next to it, and this will allow you to see all the pictures that you've just taken. You could just swipe through just like that. All right. And the very last thing I promised is that we would go over how to set up the fingerprint sensor so you can unlock the phone using your thumb or whatever finger you decide to unlock it with. So we're going to swipe down from the top of the screen, tap on that settings wheel in the upper right corner. From here, we're going to go to the lock screen section. And then from here, we need to tap on screen lock type. So tap there. And then we're going to come down to fingerprints. We're going to turn that on, hit continue. Now, whenever you set up a fingerprint unlock or a face unlock, you always need to have a backup code or pattern in the event that that function stops working. You'll still be able to get into the phone. So in this case, I'm going to set up a PIN, and I'm just going to make the PIN 0000, hit next, and then type 0000, next. So that'll be my backup in the event that my fingerprint sensor ever stops working. Now, I'm going to pick up the phone, and I'm going to program my thumb to be the button I use to unlock the phone. I'm just going to begin to place it on the sensor and try to move it in different ways so it can capture my thumbprint. And it's always great to try to hold the phone how you would normally hold it, because that's gonna make it easier for, now it looks like something happened when we were setting up the fingerprint, and we'll need to go back and do it one more time. No problem. We're just gonna go back to the settings, back to lock screen, and then go to screen lock type. We're gonna put in our PIN, and then we're gonna go to fingerprints, hit continue, and we're gonna just take our finger and begin to tap the button so that the phone can begin to learn our fingerprint. And again, we're trying to touch the button in different ways so that it learns all of our fingerprint, and it makes it easy to unlock when it's time. Now, once it's added, you can always add more than one fingerprint. So if you just tap add, you can add different fingers. I'm gonna hit done. Now we're gonna lock the phone by just tapping the power button. And now, if you notice, I don't have to wake up the phone to unlock it. The screen is off right now, and I can just take my finger and put it on the sensor, and then it automatically unlocks the phone just like that. So that is how you set up the fingerprint sensor so you can unlock the phone with your fingers. Now in this video, we're gonna go over a lot of things. We're gonna go over some basic tips to help your phone to run smoother and more efficient. We're gonna show you how to run 2 apps at one time. We're gonna show you how to speed it up. We're gonna show you a lot of cool things along with how to customize the phone. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video so you don't miss any of the really cool things we're gonna show you. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I wanna show you is simply how to keep your screen on longer. So to do this, we're gonna swipe down from the top of the screen, go to the settings wheel in the corner, and from here, we're gonna go to display, and then we're going to swipe up all the way until we get to screen timeout. And you wanna change this from 30 seconds to at least 2 minutes or 5 minutes. That way your screen will stay on longer without you having to touch the screen. So just that one tweak alone is going to avoid you a lot of time and irritation. Now for our next tweak, we're gonna go back one step here, and we're gonna go to the notification section, and we're gonna go to status bar and turn on your show battery percentage, so you'll always be able to see your battery percent in the corner of the main screen. So just hit that button here, and now it'll always show you the exact percentage that your battery is going to stay on for. So basically, for me, it helps me to always know, hey, you know, it might be time to charge, because I can see down to the percentage how much battery I have left. So that's definitely a cool tweak there. For our next one, we're gonna stay in the settings, and we're gonna swipe up all the way until we get to accounts and backup. Now for this tweak, this is really about how you're gonna transfer all your data from your older phone to this phone. To do this, you'll need to tap on Smart Switch. And normally when you tap on this, you'll see a prompt that'll show up at the bottom of the screen that will download the Samsung Smart Switch app. Now I did it a little while ago, so that pop-up is not showing up. But for you guys, just simply tap where it says Smart Switch, and it will begin to download the app. And obviously I tapped it again, now it's opening up the app. So the first step is you'll open this section on your new phone, and on your old phone, you just need to go to the Play Store and do a search for Samsung Smart Switch. Once you find the app in the Play Store, then you'll be able to link up the two phones together. Now I have another phone right here, just so you can see. I would just go on my old phone, find the Play Store, and I'm gonna just look for the Smart Switch app and do a search and type in Samsung Smart Switch. Now I wanted to just walk you guys through this really quickly, because there are a few fake apps you want to be aware of that you don't download. So look for the one that has this little blue S, Samsung Smart Switch Mobile, and you're going to download this app, and then you'll open them at the same time, and you'll follow the prompts, And basically that's how you'll link up the phones and make sure that you're able to transfer all your data from your old phone to the new phone. So that's a big one there. If you guys haven't already done so, get your data transferred. It's probably the smoothest process if you do it using Samsung's specific app. Any other way is going to take longer and you run the risk of losing important information. For our next tip, we're going to show you how to customize some of your lock screen shortcuts. Now, if you turn the phone off and turn it back on, you have these two shortcuts that are going to be on your lock screen. Swipe where the phone is here, just drag up, and it would take me right to the phone app, just like that. So if you wanted to change those shortcuts because you had specific apps you would like to open right from that lock screen, here's how you do it. Swipe down from the top of the screen, go back to your settings in the corner, and then from here, we're gonna go down to lock screen, and then you're gonna go to shortcuts, right here, shortcuts, bottom corner, and you can adjust, right? You can either have them in the corners, you can have them float and have a little button that looks like this. I like the just buttons in the corner myself. And then you just tap on left shortcut, and you can select a different app. Maybe you deal with numbers a lot and it would be more useful for you to have a calculator as your shortcut, no problem. And for the right side, you might say, hey, I'd rather have access to my email so I can get right to it whenever, no problem, you can tap that. Or you might say, hey, I love Instagram, I'd love to be able to launch that quickly. Tap on Instagram. Now, when we lock the phone and unlock it, our new shortcuts are now saved. So just that easy, you can change your shortcuts for your lock screen to just be a little more efficient with your phone. Now, for our next tip, we're gonna show you how to switch the phone to the dark theme. Now, if you swipe down from the top, you'll notice this notification section, it has a white background. If you wanna switch it to that dark theme, the easy way to do it is swiping down from the top of the screen here and swiping to the left, and you'll have a dark mode option right here. And this will change all your menus from white to dark, as well as if you go to the settings, same thing. The settings will now show up in black versus white. So that's a really easy tweak. You can also change this in the settings, but the fastest way to get to it is how I just showed you by swiping down from the top of the screen, swiping a second time, and then swiping to the left. Now, while we're in here, I want to show you a couple of other important things that you may not have noticed. One thing is your power mode here. And if you want to put your phone in battery saving mode, all you have to do is just hold down on power mode for about 1 second. It'll take you to this menu where you can then select, hey, I want to put my phone in a medium power saving mode, which will turn off some of the background things that are going to be running. This helps your phone to extend the battery. And then if you ever found yourself in a crisis where you needed your phone to be on for a very long time, maybe you're gonna be away from a charger, or you're gonna be out all day and you won't have any opportunities to charge, and you need to make sure your battery is gonna last you for maybe a few days, you would wanna turn on the max power saving mode, and that will heavily restrict a lot of the background things that are running, and it'll allow your battery to stretch for days depending on how much you have. So these are just two things to be aware of. Me personally, I like to normally run the phone in the medium power saving mode because I know I'm gonna always get more battery life, and I only will put it on optimize if I'm doing something specific that requires a lot of computing power, like playing a game or downloading really large files. Then I would keep it in the optimized settings. So that's just my little tip there. Another thing is definitely you want to turn on the adaptive power saving mode, because what this is going to do is allow the phone to learn your usage and your patterns, and it basically will make the phone run more efficiently based on when you use the phone the most and how you use the phone. So this tweak alone is going to get you a lot more battery life as well. All right, moving on. Our next tip, we're going to show you a cool little hidden feature to launch your camera whenever you want to. So even if your phone is off, for example, and something big happens and you want to get a picture of it, no problem. You're gonna tap the power button 2 times quickly. It'll automatically wake up the phone and take you right to the camera. So that is called the quick launch camera setting. Now this works if the phone is off. It also works if your phone is just in any app. You could be, in the internet searching something and something big happens and you want to get a picture of it. No problem, just hit the power button 2 times. It'll automatically take you to the camera so you don't miss any important moments. Now that's called the quick launch camera. Now some of you might say, I don't use the camera very often. I'd rather have that shortcut go to something else. And if you wanted to reprogram that button to launch a different app, I'm gonna show you how to do that right now. We're gonna swipe down from the top of the screen. From here, we're gonna go to the settings wheel, you're gonna go to the power button at the top of the screen here. And when you tap the power button, you're gonna then tap on side key settings. And here, it's automatically set to the camera. I'm gonna change it to open app. And then I can go in and select the specific app that I want to launch. So, I've heard a lot of people change this to YouTube or to their favorite music app just because it's the app they're using a lot and they want to get to it quickly. So I could simply just tap YouTube Music, and then when you're driving you need to change your music, it's always going to be easy by just double tapping that power button. So that option, they definitely give you options. You can either get to your camera or pick whatever your favorite app is, but it's great that you can customize that button to do whatever is most beneficial for you. Okay, next we're gonna show you how to customize the phone, and you're gonna do this using the Samsung theme store. That's right, by holding down on the home screen and going down to themes, you can get to the Samsung theme store where they have all types of options for downloading cool wallpapers, changing your app icons, everything. So at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice there's 3 different options. There's themes, wallpapers, and there's icons. If you just want a cool background on your phone, go to the wallpaper section. And here you can look for just a great background that'll show up on your home screen. You can also look for fonts and stickers and AR options. So there's a lot of cool things that are baked in there, but the main thing is going to be the wallpapers. Now, there's a lot of paid wallpapers. If you're a little frugal like I am, you may want to do this little tweak to find all the free options first, which is going to top and then going to all and changing it to free. This will show you all the free themes first. I always like to go through here to see if there's something I like before I dish out some money. So you may find one that you like, and in that case, you just tap on it and then you tap download, and then it would save it as your wallpaper. So that is one way to customize the phone. Now, if you want to get more elaborate, go to themes, and themes is going to change more than just your background. So for example, if I go to top, all, go to free, and I find a theme in here I like, and one way to shop for your themes is simply tap on one that you like and look through the pictures. If I tap on one of these pictures here, I can see exactly how the phone is going to look up close. So these are the app icons. This is how my lock screen is going to look. My dialer, the color of the dialer is going to change. The color of my text messages will change, as well as my notification panel is going to be a black background with blue switches. So this is a cool way to get a little more elaborate with your customization. Now there are basic ones all the way to very elaborate options. The elaborate ones, obviously you'll have to pay money for, so just keep that in mind. This is a really nice and simple layout here. You can swipe through just to see how everything is going to show up before you download it. So anyway, that's the main way you're going to customize your phone using the Samsung theme store. Work those free options first, and if not, pay a couple of dollars and get a quality theme. Especially if you're into sports, they have a lot of sports themes, so you can have your special team just by searching it and paying a couple of dollars for their themes. All right, for our next tip, we're gonna show you how to run 2 apps at one time. So this is what's called split screen. To do this, you're going to first open up the app that you want to be at the top of the screen, which is gonna be, for us, YouTube. So I'm gonna open YouTube and go down to subscriptions. And first I wanna find the video that I'm going to play in my split screen. So in this case, I wanna play this OnePlus video. So I'm gonna tap on this, turn my volume down so it's not loud. Okay, now I'm gonna pause this video and I'm gonna tap on the menu button at the bottom of the screen here, or my recent apps button here. And right above YouTube on the icon here, I'm gonna tap on the icon and tap open in split screen view. That's gonna move it to the top of the screen. Now I can select another app that is already open, or I can go home and swipe up and find another app to be at the bottom of the screen. In this case, I would really like to have Google Chrome open at the bottom of the screen so I can search the web while I'm watching this video. So I'm gonna go to Google Chrome. And now I'm gonna play my video, keep that running, and at the bottom of the phone, I can simultaneously be surfing the web. So the split screen feature is great. You know, you could be on Amazon shopping, you know, doing your daily stuff while your video on YouTube is playing at the top of the screen. You can also take this, bring it into full screen, just like this. And it's also supported in the landscape position as well, so the phone will rotate and allow you to keep Googling while that video is playing. So that's how you run 2 apps at one time. And when you're finished, you can simply take your finger, put it on this white dash here, and drag it all the way to the right. And that will take you out of split screen and into full screen. So that's how you run 2 apps at one time. I'm gonna show you one other little tweak, which is called pop-out video. Now, I have this video playing on YouTube here, and another option I have to multitask is simply, you know, wait until the video is playing. So I just start the video, it's playing. I can now tap the home button, and the video is gonna continue to play in a pop-out video screen, and I can drag this into any one of the 4 corners of the screen, and I can do other things from the phone. So I can, for example, open up Messenger and I can send some messages, read and respond and do whatever while my video continues to play and I can hear it. So this is another great way to utilize multitasking. Just by having the video open up in a little pop-out screen, you can move it to any one of the 4 corners of the screen. When you're all done with the video, just tap on it. You can pause it from here. You can also hit the X to close it out altogether. So that is a quick little view of just the multitasking. Next, I want to show you how to use the one-handed mode. Now this is a great phone, but it is quite long and big, and it may not be as easy to use with one hand unless you turn on this setting. So swipe down from the top of the screen here, go to the settings wheel in the corner, and the setting is going to be under advanced features. So go there and go to one-handed mode. And then first we need to turn it on. And second, I recommend that you switch to the button option and go home. And now if you want to switch the phone into the one-handed mode, just simply hit the home button 2 times like this. And that will shrink the screen down and make it easier for you to reach the top of the screen just like this. So I can do anything now with one hand because it has the screen shrunk down. And when I want to get out of one-handed mode, I just tap in the dark section of the screen and that'll take us right back to full screen. And again, just tapping the home button 2 times, that takes you into one-handed mode. Now for our very last tip, we're going to show you a really important tweak that is going to help you to make your phone run smoother and faster and this is going to be found in the settings. So swipe down from the top of the screen. Now, by the way, I was going to point out, I'm always swiping down from the top of the screen and tapping the settings wheel in the corner. I recommend, to make it easier for you, if you swipe up first, find the settings wheel and hold down on it, drag it down, and just put it right in the center of your screen here. I like to have the settings wheel as a shortcut on the bottom row, just so if I ever need to make adjustments, I can just find it right here and get right to settings. So that may be something you want to consider. So we're gonna go down to device care. And here, this is basically having a built-in optimizer on the screen or on the phone that's gonna help you to detect how well the phone is running. So right now we're running at a 93 out of 100, which is not bad. But if we want to give the phone a boost, we're just going to tap optimize now. And then it will do a quick diagnostic on your phone to see if there's anything that needs to be addressed. And sure enough, it tweaked a few things and now we're fully optimized. So I recommend you guys do this at least once a week, or if not once a day, depending on how often you use the phone. This will just ensure the phone continues to run smooth. Now, what you can also do is on the home screen, hold down the home screen, go to widgets, and look for the device care widget. Let's see, it's right here. So this is the main page. Swipe over one, tap once, and then I can hold down and drag this onto my home screen here. And now I'll always have a shortcut to optimize the phone. So I don't even have to go back to the settings and go to device care. All I have to do is tap on this little optimize button and it will do that optimization for me. So this is another great tweak that you can do every day to make sure that your phone is running at its optimum speed and that there's nothing going on in the background that's slowing it down. So this has been our video, guys. We hope you found it helpful. We tried to be thorough and go over a lot of cool things that would help you to have a great experience with this phone. So do me a favor, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what tip was your favorite and most helpful, so I can make sure I include that in future videos. And also make sure you like the video, favorite, and share. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Take care, and as always, have a good one. Today we're going to walk you through how to take a screenshot on the Samsung Galaxy A12. All you're going to do is hold down on the volume down button and the power button at the same time, just like this. Again, volume down and power. Hold, that's it. So you've got to do it super fast. If you hold the button too long, then it will try to prompt to turn the phone off. So just, again, watch one more time. It's almost more of a tap really than a hold, but that will trigger your screenshot. And then it will let you look at the screenshot that you took, and you can then edit it and make any notes that you want to make to it. Today we're going to walk you through how to mirror your screen to your TV, and we're going to show you two different methods here. Now, the first method is specifically mirroring exactly what's happening on your screen, move by move on your TV. The second method we're going to show you is just how to send a video from your phone to the TV. Some of you guys want to show your gameplay or tutorials of different things you're doing on the phone on your TV, and others just want to watch Netflix or YouTube on the TV. So we're going to show you two ways to kind of get what's on your phone on your TV. Now, disclaimer, the first method, if you're trying to show exactly move by move what you're doing on the TV, you will need a Chromecast to do it. That's the only way to do it in this first option. Now, with the second option, you can do it with any smart TV, any Chromecast, Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick. All those devices will support the second method, but just remember the second method is just, I want to play a video from my phone to the TV. So that's just kind of the disclaimer of what we're going to show in the video. Now, Next, to do this, you will need three things. First, you will need home Wi-Fi, a home Wi-Fi connection. Second, you will need a Chromecast device. And third, you will need an HD TV with an HDMI connection, because the Chromecast will connect to your HD TV via the HDMI connection, and the Chromecast will need to be set up on your home network. Okay, now that we've gotten all the details out of the way, let's go ahead and jump in and show you exactly how this should work. Now, first things first, on your phone, you will need to make sure you are connected to Wi-Fi. So swipe down from the top of your screen and make sure your Wi-Fi button is lit up and you are connected to your home network. That's the first thing. Second, you will need to go to the Play Store and download the Google Home app. This is a free app. Just download it and go ahead and open it. Let me slide my phone over here. And then on your TV, make sure your Chromecast is plugged in, and make sure you switch your input on the TV to look like this. Now, when you first plug in the Chromecast, there is a setup process. It'll ask you to connect to it from a device, and it'll walk you through how to set it up on the internet. On your home internet. And if you're not sure how to do that, we'll have links below in the description on how to set up your Chromecast. We'll also have links below on where you can buy a Chromecast if you'd like to get one. So you should see this on your TV screen. Now, in our Google Home app, we are going to just do a quick setup. We're just going to hit OK, hit next here. You don't have to give it location access, so I always hit deny for that one. And then it's going to take you to this main screen, which is the main screen of the Google Home app. So you'll find my Chromecast right down here at the bottom, and I've named my Chromecast Nunya TV, but you can name it whatever you want when you do the setup. Just tap on the icon to the left here, and then at the bottom of the screen you'll see a button that says Cast My Screen. You're going to tap there, and then tap Cast My Screen again. Start now, and then you should see your phone is going to show up on the TV just like this. And now I can go home, and as you can see, anything I do on the phone is going to show up on the TV. I can also take my phone and I can turn it in the landscape position. Let's open up an app first. We'll open up Google Chrome here, turn in landscape, and so I am able to, swipe through. And basically, anything you do on your phone is going to show up on the TV exactly as you're doing the motion. So that's one of the best parts about just being able to mirror. I can show pictures from my family trip. I can show a video that's on my phone. I can show a game if I'm playing a game and I want to show everyone in the room how the game looks. I can do all that. I can also play a video from here too, but it's not the best option. So now that we've shown you the first way to do this, I'm going to close this out and show you the second way that's just going to allow you to send a video right from your phone to the TV. So swipe down from the top of the screen, and if you look through, I have quite a few things here in my notifications, but there's an option that says Cast, and it's showing that my phone is being cast to the TV. I'm just going to tap on the little arrow in the corner here and tap Disconnect. And that will stop my screen from being mirrored to the TV. And for the second option, I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm just going to play a YouTube video from my phone to the TV. So here, I'm going to find a video here. Let's tap and pause it. Now, if you come to the upper right corner, you'll see this icon. This is your cast icon. Tapping on that will allow you to send it right to the TV. Now, I just want to show you quickly before I started casting. I have a Samsung Smart TV that's downstairs. I can tap here and it'll automatically send it to my Samsung TV. I have my Chromecast here, which is Nunya TV, and then Office is my Roku. Now, again, this will work on literally just about any streaming device that you have. You just need to make sure that it's plugged in, the TV is on, and it will show up in the list here. So I'm going to tap Nunya TV. After a few seconds, you'll see YouTube is going to show up, and I can now begin to play this video on my TV, and I can still do other things on the phone. That's why this method is better, because it doesn't take up your entire screen. Again, if your goal was just, hey, I wanted to mirror my screen so that I can, you know, I want to still be able to send text messages, or I want to be able to go on the internet or go on Instagram while my video is playing on the TV, then this is the best way to do it. I can have my video playing here and I still have full access to everything on my phone, just like that. So that's how the second option works. And when you're ready to control the video, you can just simply swipe down from the top of your screen. Right here, you'll see the video is playing. I can pause the video from here. There's a little arrow in the corner here I can tap as well. And I can fast forward the video like this, or I can just simply stop the video by hitting the X. And that will stop the video from playing on the TV. So that's it, guys. This has been how to mirror your Samsung Galaxy A12 screen to your TV. I tried to keep it short and sweet, and I always like to include, again, different options, because some of you guys want to mirror the whole screen and some of you just want to play a video. So hopefully I've covered everything you guys wanted to do. Now, to answer the question some of you guys may still have, Smart View. The Samsung Galaxy A12 does not support Smart View. It does not have that functionality built in. That's why we have to use a Chromecast. So if you were buying this phone for that feature, unfortunately it doesn't have it, and it's a bummer because it would allow for just you to do more with your Samsung Smart TV, but it doesn't have it. So today we're going to walk you through what to do if your phone freezes and you need to reset it. Now, it's really easy. If your screen is not responsive and you need to turn the phone off and turn it back on again, you would need to hold the volume down and the power button at the same time. Now, most of you, if your phone is sort of acting up, you would hold down the power button and that would take you here. You would just tap the power button. But again, if the screen is not responsive, that's not going to work. So let me demonstrate exactly the process so you can see what it should look like. I'm holding volume down and I'm holding power at the same time, and go. Now you'll basically need to hold these two buttons until the phone just shuts off, okay? So it could take usually anywhere from 10 seconds to even 30 seconds. And there you go. It actually happened super fast. So the phone shut off and I continue to hold the buttons, and that prompted the phone to restart. And now you can see it's already in the process of restarting, and you just need to give it maybe about 30 seconds or so, and it should be ready to go. Usually just a quick soft reset is all you need to get the phone to kind of restart itself and fix whatever problem is happening, and your screen should be responsive at this point. So we'll give it a few more seconds so you can see screen is back on, and now we are ready to go using the screen. So first thing you'll want to do is swipe down from the top of the screen, go to the settings wheel. We're going to look for the accounts section of the settings, so just come down to accounts and go to accounts again. And any Google accounts you have on the phone, make sure you tap on them and tap remove account. If you don't do that, then you run the risk of messing up the phone for the next person who might purchase the phone from you, or if you need to return the phone. You always need to remove the Google account before you factory reset. If not, it causes a lot of problems with the next owner of the phone. We're going to go back again, and we're going to go to the general management section, reset, and then factory data reset, and basically swipe up, tap reset. That's important to note. Once you do this reset, there is no going back. So make sure you have backed up any important files or save them, because once you reset it, everything is gone. We're gonna do our code here. Tap delete all, and that's it. The phone is now going to start erasing all of your data off of the phone, and then it's going to set it up like a brand new phone. And you'll know the factory reset is complete because on the last page it will ask you to choose a language. Hope you guys found that helpful. Make sure you like, favorite, and share if it was helpful. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Take care, and as always, have a good one.